light roast, Ethiopian type things. But for an espresso martini, you kind of have a lot of flexibility in the roast of the coffee, but you do not want it to be light because you need it to have a heaviness to it. And also, go ahead.
I was gonna say, that's something that happens a lot. People use lighter roast coffee and then it shows up weak. It shows up without layers. I would like you to talk to us about Mr. Coffee.
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
This one, if you ever use Mr. Black, shake it. Because it settles on the bottom. But I like Mr. Black because it's sweet and it tastes like coffee. Kahlua is good and it does work. But this one has more of a cold brew, actual coffee taste. If you don't have coffee at home, but you have just Mr. Black, you can make a sufficient espresso martini.
Without the espresso machine.
Yes, without the espresso machine. And I primarily make espresso martinis without an espresso machine. I typically use cold brew, but you can buy it at the store and you'll be good. Because when you use espresso, like I mentioned before, when you shake a hot cocktail or something with something hot, it'll pop the lid off your shaker. And so it's easy to use cold brew. So, once again, you want to start with your cheapest ingredient and move your way up. We're doing a lavender one today, so I'll be using some lavender syrup made here. You can also use lavender bitters. Bitters is just like vanilla extract. All it does is add flavor without adding sweetness. So you can do that if you wanted to. We're going to use lavender syrup today. And I also like to use brown sugar because it adds in that warm.
I don't know why I get excited when we start talking. Like, I feel like, when we get home, when I get home with my friends, I'm going to be like, okay. So, what I need you to do is we're going to take 5 ounces. That's how
That's how I watch a lot of Food Network. So this is really my mom's hands. So,
yeah, what's in that?
Rum flipper, blueberry coffee cocktail.
Is
okay, what
cold
are we
brew and
look at what we got. Isn't that wonderful?
This is where we at. This is what we're doing. Right? We're gonna order. We're gonna rate. Commentary. These are all the alcohols we're gonna be drinking.
So, so that we can stay on track, let's get to Atlanta's brunch specialty drink.
This one.
So sick of these espresso martinis.
And this one.
Vodkas, different types of, I mean, they can go far. So I'll let you take it over. Why did we choose a lavender one?
tastiness and differentness. But you can do espresso martini all kinds of ways. But I
you have to get coffee.
Espresso martini in the world.
You have coffee, you can understand it.
I haven't tasted one that's better. Come on.
They did not make the funk with the alcohol in this. You hear me?
You seen that
Woo! And you express it. Lemon peels have oil, and you can just squeeze it over the top. You won't see it come out, but I promise it's there and you'll smell it. And this adds a citrus component which will balance here. Yeah, and I'm Mr. Black. That's good. Okay. So, we're gonna start off with what's called a dry shake. And all a dry shake is when you shake your cocktail without ice. And the reason we're dry shaking it is so that it creates that thick foam you see on top. Sometimes people will try to supplement that by adding Baileys. Disgusting. So, if you dry shake it, it'll be good. But this is the reason why bartenders don't like making this drink, is because you gotta shake it for like 20 to 30 seconds. So if you get a group of people, your arms and your shoulders are about to be tender because you gotta shake it hard to create that foam. Once again, when you're shaking a cocktail, you want it to be doing the choo-choo train. You want it to roll when you're shaking. You'll see like the foam's kind of forming in there. You see that? You want to shake it hard. Get that foam going. I just want y'all to see it. So once you've shaken it, I don't know if you can see that, but it should be foamy on the inside. You don't see that? And you can add your ice. Once again, ice dilutes your cocktail, so you don't want it to be too watery, because that's when it starts to taste weak. Shake it up. I'm gonna strain it out. And you should get a creamy espresso martini with no Baileys. It should be creamy. You should see it cascading like that. You see? People try to get this with Baileys. I'm telling y'all again, because I'm just so sick of it. Don't put Baileys in your espresso martini. This will suffice. You'll get the layers. It'll go cream, and then you have an espresso martini. You want to garnish it with a couple coffee beans. You can garnish it with a little lemon cinnamon is gonna really balance out those sweet and bitter flavors of the coffee.
And that's funny that you say that because so many restaurants, you'll see that they use Baileys.
Yes.
Or they use, and so this is the correct way. So if you ever get them and it's super creamy, that's how I can kind of tell. I'm like, and if it doesn't have that foam at the top, I don't want it. So if you don't see the foam, it has not gone through the shaking process. It just, yeah. So let's talk about it. What do we
y'all
think?
think?
Remember, some of y'all are strong and I catch y'all so it's back to back. Y'all gonna be all right? Some popcorn.
This is the special martini. Lord, we up all night. That's what they just said. So wait, what was this one?
Oh, that was the
So what do we think, y'all?
The peach. Oh, I didn't care for the blueberry one, but I drank it anyway because my mama said if you ask for it, you gotta finish it.
This one was my favorite.
Yeah, I like that first. This is the moon tea. Right. This tastes like your grandma's green tea shot.
Oh, the This one tastes like beer. This one tastes like beer. It does it?
Who's from ATL? Raise your hand.
Wow.
That's what happens out here. Ain't nobody from here. That's just, yeah. And we live here now. I'll be like, I've been here 20 years. I'm from ATL. Y'all so stingy with your citizenship here.
Yeah, we done it and fuck it and ready to rock it. Like you like some down to the and I'm top of it like it. Like it's taking a top, yeah. Like it's taking a food. I hate the way they pop up. It's a blood, run up if you fuck.
You see this wonderful staff over here? See how we do? Yeah. Okay, Cameron Johnson, you might be my cousin too. And to slap your mama classic pound cake. You see it? You see it? You see it?
Look, you say, let me go on to the drink I made.
We over here with the celebrities, huh? Hey.
I said, I don't know what y'all been told, but I gotta keep me a big bag. Roll is a big bag, stick it, it's a bag. So it's already know start talking about my goals. You see your
So if you ever want to add honey to a cold drink, you can make the honey syrup really easy. Just equal parts honey and water. Like a tablespoon or a cup of water and a tablespoon or a cup of honey. Just equal parts honey syrup and it'll go into your cold drinks. It won't be watered down, nothing like that. So we're gonna go ahead and melt that honey into that warm espresso.
I need you to have a show.
For real.
Right, Bill.
You know what? Somebody call me that.
Into your life.
So I'm gonna give y'all a story while she's doing that real quick. This young lady, she is so good at what she does. We only know each other from Instagram, okay? That's how a lot of us inner coffee folks have met, right?
It is.
My partnership with Black Coffee, I mean, they have been just critical and pivotal in Barista Source's sort of rise up. And I mean, that's the thing about our community. We are collective, we collaborate a lot. I called Ren up and I said, hey, I know you live in Arkansas.
I live in Arkansas.
Oh, wow.
I said, so what does it look like? Without saying, I don't have a lot.
I love us.
To get you out here. I don't want to undervalue you. You have to say all that, right?
Right.
But, right, so we talked about it, and it was so important for me, for her to get her brand out. So we already have a brand. Barista Source does this a lot, but I've seen her online. She has her own brand. I'm like, I need you in front of ATL. I know you are down in Arkansas, you doing your thing and getting out, but you're so good at what you do. And I mean, we're privileged to have you. I mean that. For real.
Thank you. I want you to know that Kelly has treated me very well. I don't know if it's the artist all thing, but people be trying to pay me on the back end. People be trying to play around with the money. People be trying to just get me to come for the cheap. And I saw this quote today, and it was like, your reputation precedes you as a middle ground between people saying you're good and people paying you because you're good. And Kelly paid me because I'm good, y'all, and I appreciate it. I told her today, I'm like, listen, you have been the best person I've ever worked with. Now my standards are up. Thank you.
I know we full in Atlanta, but you can come.
You can come.
Work better with hot drinks, like vodka doesn't really taste the best, but this is actually a liqueur. And liqueurs are just sweetened spirits. And so liqueur, I like to use liqueurs in hot drinks rather than just straight liquor because it keeps that sweetness balanced. It's easier to balance out the drink essentially. Add a little bran, and then add in your hot water. And that is it. If you have, I don't have any orange, I have lemon still, so you can add your citrus in there. Grand Marnier is an orange liqueur. It's a more expensive one. A cheaper one is like triple sec. But it's just orange liqueur. And that's it. This is giving like Christmas. It's giving like the holidays. So this will be great. You can impress your friends and family.
All right, y'all, go ahead and taste that. Please turn it on.
Ooh, that's good.
Please.
You gotta run it back.
Yeah, we're just running back. I need to begin it too.
We need that.
Yeah, I need to begin it. Yeah, I need to begin it. Give me some value. Yeah, take that off. Thank you.
Thank you.
What's up? Can I get them good? Oh yeah. And I call and I follow that ass to the mall.
That's why I went and grabbed it.
I don't like Swiss cheese.
Why? Because it has holes in it.
Who puts holes in
I
cheese?
promise you, a mouse didn't eat.
That's a waste of cheese.
Just feel like
Hold on, we got one more. It makes you up here. Yeah, keep your finger up here. It makes you up here. Yeah, bring your shaker cup. Bring your shaker cup. You should have ice on your face. Thank you, Father.
Everybody move to the back of the bus. Do you wanna walk as strong with us? We the type of people make the club get crunk. Push that foot, so make the club get crunk. I'm at a gypsy and straight to some light game. To stimulate and activate the left and right brain. So baby, when you're on the phone, get the ass cut. You focus on the bench, you get your hands up. That's one to live by, or either that's one that got you. I try to just go without you, determine your own adventure, undrained. Got you a section, here's my destination. She got all the bus to come and take the nigga. Anyway, get high when it die. When I'm not in body, cause I'm not looking at me, but I'm claiming I'm
Get my sommelier on. I need a little more sweet.
push that pull. Everybody move to the back of the pole. See you on the ball and
The lavender is strong. I need a little more sweet and like vanilla.
I got a vanilla vodka.
They need tequila. That's what it is. They need tequila.
Oh, the winner table drink is ready. Yeah, go. I heard that. Come around, y'all. Don't come around.
Just a little bit. They gonna come around.
Raise your hand. Judges will come around.
No, I gotta take this off.
It's your fault.
We can share.
Try it.
Yeah, I'll share with her. What do you think?
Did he say it?
You down sweet now. It's sweeter now.
All right, judges, so start at the same
They
table.
coming around, so
Judges, let's start. Let's go all the way to the same table.
it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
So,
No, Nico,
wait, 1, 2.
Yeah, already.
All right, table 5. Tell us the name of your beverage. Who's gonna be the talker? Great.
Okay, so now we're gonna do
All right. What is it? We got blueberry, which is no blueberry. Blueberry mist. All right, and what's it?
Okay, so and then we have the
I don't know what the fuck is in it now.
we have some blueberry jam with the lavender syrup and some peach tea. And some peach blue chai.
Let's do it. Let's take one to the DJ. All right.
Whatever. It's gonna call it the private show. In reference to T.I.
Right.
Okay, they cleaned it up.
Blueberry mist. Okay.
That's what we was going for. So,
Jazz club type.
I was gonna ask that.
Hello, everyone. So, 13 black coffee here.
Okay.
And our number one beverage of black coffee is the light skin quiche. So we have
The Kraken, vanilla syrup, lavender syrup, Modelo, lime, cinnamon, cold brew.
It's a Long Island.
The name is the Kraken quiche.
So whoever roll with me, I'm gonna need you to drive.
It also does have a honey garnish.
Garnish?
I know, you can't say nothing. That's Rich your palate. Rich your palate so when you taste the real
All right, who is my talker for the table?
I'm the talker. There you go. Okay, so this was kind of a collaboration. So I'm gonna let her tell you what she put in it.
So I put coffee in it.
Okay.
I also
Turn it down just a little, young.
honey in it.
There you go.
the vanilla absolute,
Okay.
lime, and a little bit of lime.
Okay, so the lavender was a tad bit strong. Okay. So I went and added some lime. I added the brown sugar, cinnamon. I also added a tad of vanilla, a little bit of water, some ice, and that's it. So
For you to have added all that, you don't see
it
it.
looked light skin,
Yeah, you
right?
don't see it.
Because that's light skin quiche.
I ain't mad. I ain't mad. So what's the name of it?
It's actually the S.I.S because we are the Strength and Silence podcast. Strength and Silence.
Okay.
out on Sundays. We're dropping you guys off. So my information before we leave. I want you to go ahead and taste this.
All right, let's do it, James. Can we get that to the DJ? Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, DJ. You doing your thing over there.
Yeah.
We're coming all the way from Orlando, Florida.
Yeah. Orlando.
We don't have nothing like this up here.
No, really? Come down. Yes.
Orlando need a little love.
Listen, I'm from Orlando for real.
Okay, we got you.
We got you.
We got you.
We got you.
I've been looking for signs. I've been looking for signs.
You gotta take care of the eight first. You gotta take the eight first.
Listen, I got an Airbnb for you, so you come down. Listen.
You think I'm playing?
We actually have an event next week too. So
Dang, I'm gonna be that soon in May.
yes, okay.
For real? Okay, wait, did y'all taste it? Y'all didn't taste it.
They can't say nothing yet. They can't say nothing.
We get no reactions right now.
I know.
I'm not fronting. This is hard.
Okay.
They gonna say everybody.
Try this out.
Right.
All right, so last but absolutely not least, that's my song. Don't do that.
Hey, hey, hey.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, give me that. Turn it upside down.
Right here. So what we have is the 85 South. Represent for the ATL.
All right, Jalen, I see you.
When you want that traffic, she said don't put it in your coffee cup. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the cup every time. So what we have is basically it's a cold brew base. We have the moonshine, the peach moonshine, because you know my Georgia peaches. We got some vanilla syrup, and then we also top it off with the Mr. Black, I believe. It was lightly shaken. We served it like a little chill. Just a little chill. Alright, tell us what you like.
Was it the house vanilla?
It was the house vanilla shout out black coffee.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, what was the name? I didn't hear it.
The 85 South.
How did I forget? Thank you. All right, I'll take that. Thank you. I'll take the mic.
All right, Jill, one to the DJ.
Thank you. One to the DJ. Here you go. Take that.
I'll take that one.
You say 85 South. I'm from the north side of things.
That's right.
I'm sorry.
I know. Let me tell you. There's a running joke though. It's a running joke with my black coffee folks. I told them, I said, I live near 985. And they was like, that's the 1,000. Just round it up. It's the 1,000. Nobody goes out there. My piece is out there.
Okay.
Okay? ATL, I come to y'all when I need it, but I can get away from it. I'm just saying. Just saying. I'm not, you know.
Yes.
I'm not in my 20s no more.
Okay.
All right, so, did y'all try already? Oh, y'all turning, we turning our backs?
So they can hide the reaction.
The suspense is killing us. Who's gonna be
I want to do this because I'm a good teacher.
It is. So, this is what I'm gonna ask. Yana, while we go figure this out, and we're gonna come to you too, so think about which one. What can you drop for me? Give me something like, because I don't know what you be waiting and giving us what we need. So what you got? Oh, and in the meantime, y'all, before I forget, we have homemade, and I mean homemade like from somebody's grandma. Literally somebody's grandmother. Pound cake. It's just a butter, pound cake, and it's a Southern butter pound cake. If you have capacity for some sweets, or you want to do it in the morning, we would love you to try it. And also, if you needed or wanted any t-shirts, they're in the back. But we also have gifts for you, those brown bags. So it's just a token of our appreciation for y'all showing up. It is super duper difficult. And I feel pressure by releasing the winner. I feel it is all love. But
I'll go ahead and say it for you. Because we don't want no
because, okay.
We'll go ahead and say it for you. We don't really wait.
I'm gonna get behind the counter. So, table 3 is round. Just a little round. Alright. So we do have our winner. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, every single table, we were stuck on 3 of y'all. Okay? So the winner is drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Table 4. And Orlando, I promise it ain't because y'all from Orlando. It was from real food. I'm gonna just call y'all Orlando.
Orlando, we'll take it. Let's call it
Sis. So here's the thing. It's 95 of y'all at the table. 95 of y'all at the table. So what I would like to know, what we want to know is, would y'all like some t-shirts? Would that work? Yeah. All right. So when we let out, we're gonna get y'all sizes and we'll get you some t-shirts in the back. Make this better. What would y'all like to see for the next one? Our next one is in August, so we do this once a quarter, basically based off of the seasons, right? So our next one will be for fall. It'll be in August. Y'all welcome back.
Yes. Come to Orlando.
Yeah, you say come on home. Come on. I've been dancing and stuff. I forgot. So I got one. So this is for another gift. If you can name 2 black inventions right now.
Telephone. Attention.
Y'all don't follow directions at all. You didn't even let me finish. I know my black history. Let me be more specific. You said y'all not listening.
They don't listen.
So, Ren, what we're gonna do is see if they were paying attention.
Oh, there you go.
Okay? Let's see if y'all was paying attention.
We'll drink it.
Ren, ask him a question about something that you said.
Let me see.
I know which one I would ask, but go ahead.
Arkansas.
Don't ride the bar at night.
In what order should you build a cocktail?
Don't raise your hand, y'all. Lord, it's like rock roll, but y'all don't know something. Who had their hand up first?
You say you start with your cheek.
There we go. All right, so what did you get? Little Crawford. You'll understand. Yeah, if you don't, I'll teach you. I'll text you. I'll text you. What y'all don't know is that's my niece. Sis, real quick, what do y'all come up with? Yeah, you're the honorary spokesperson. Let us know real quick, again, what you guys do.
Okay, so Strength in Silence podcast is a podcast for the strong friends. For those of people that, people dump their shit on you. They come and tell you their secrets and they want you to keep them until you die. But where do you offload that? Because that's an energy transfer, right? So what we do is talk about everyday things and different ways to cope with that stress, that energy. A couple of weeks ago, we went to the gun range. That is a coping mechanism, right? And if you are a gun owner, you need to have some classes. You need to know how to handle that piece, okay? Because when you need it, that's not the time to fumble. So we teach and we share through our own experiences, our own trauma, just to give you a little bit of credentials. I am a psych major with a minor in women's studies. I have a master's in applied learning and instruction. So, and I have had 85 lifetimes in these 51 years of my life, okay? So we outflow to each other, but we also will leave you with a tidbit of how you can overcome as well. Because we're survivors, but we're overcomers of trauma. We don't have to keep that, we don't have to hold on to that. And this is the era, in this time, in the age of Aquarius, for us to heal, for us to come together, and for us to be a community once again. So let them segregate us, that will force us to get back into the community.
There you go.
So I have a couple of scans for you, but let me straighten out this shirt so you can scan us for the back. This goes straight to our YouTube. We are Strength in Silence on Instagram. We are Strength in Silence on TikTok. We're building that one. But you can find us also. We all have our own, things that we're doing as well. I'm Nikki J, okay? I have the Words Witch. We build resumes, anything written, I got you. Whether I work in the legal industry for my corporate job, right? So I can also do some filings and that type of stuff as well. But if you need dispute letters, I write consumer dispute letters and I get results. Okay, I do resumes, I create them, I give you a pop of color, I do cover letters, all of that stuff. If you need it, I got it. I write music, I write poetry. I also sing. Open Heart Productions presents Strength in Silence. Listen, let me just give y'all this real quick. Because see, at 50 years old, all my life, I was like, I wish I could be a person that knew one thing that I wanted to do and I could do that. I was envious of those people. So everybody was like, well, just pick one thing that you do and do that. And I'm like, but I can do anything if you show it to me and I'm gonna make it better. So when I turned 50, God said, do it all. I gave it to you.
Hello.
I may blow what need to blow, but you just be consistent. So I started taking steps. I started these 2 LLCs. Nikki Fitness, you don't get your body right, I'm gonna get your mind right. I do self-love classes as well. And we've got KJ, her son, who is our post-production and our editor extraordinaire. Okay, I've got my man over here, Jay, in the background, he's security. Okay, and we've got Linda over here. Linda is going, listen, Linda's about to start making our t-shirts, so get it where y'all fit in, okay? We all have something going on and we can all eat. We all want to share, right? So whatever you got going on, we'll put you on our podcast. Come to us, we'll come to you, whatever, because we love an excuse to travel, yes. Right? We're going to write it off as a business excuse. It's all love for real. So whatever you got going on, we just want to share us, our heart. We are genuine people. We're not fake and phony. We're not with that bullshit.
Hello.
We want us all to grow. We want us all to eat together. So whatever you got going on, don't, clue us in. We got you. We got you.
And we want to continue.
That's right. We appreciate y'all.
Because we don't have enough of that.
That's our accountant, by the way. I forgot that. That's our accountant.
She keep the money straight.
Look, they might look at your mind, your wallet, and your wallet.
All that. Holistic.
Holistic, right. So,
We also teach coffee classes and cocktail classes online.
Yes.
So if you want to learn how to make your favorite drink at home using what you have, I can show you how to do that. It's only $25, but if y'all message me, I'll just let y'all do it. Don't worry.
No.
I tried.
No. Don't undervalue yourself.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, follow me on Instagram. I also have books for sale. I have a coffee cocktail book called Dirty Barista. And each drink is inspired by Janelle Monáe's album Dirty Computer. And then I have another book. It's a smutty book. And it's a crime smut. It's called Sweet. You can also purchase that. And yeah, follow me. I want to see y'all get it all.
Okay, multi-talented.
multi-talented.
When you was talking, I was like, listen, I feel you on that. There's a lot of stuff going on. But yes, you can see all of my merch, all of my things on my Instagram. I appreciate y'all. Y'all been wonderful.
And then, of course, I have to shout out Black Coffee, y'all. If you don't know when I say model the behaviors of a business that is about the community, yeah, we gonna get our bread. But when I tell you they do not, when I say on Saturdays, they're hosting black businesses.
Yes.
They got the babies in here doing chess.
Yes.
Right? We're not teaching them how to just play video games. We're teaching you how to think, how to think, right?
Yes.
So if you don't follow them now, it's a couple of handles. We got Black Coffee Atlanta. Yes? This is your speed. Here.
And we're so happy to have y'all here. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you, Kelly. This is amazing, y'all.
Yes.
Like, we can't wait to do this again. So please follow us on the Instagram at Black Coffee Atlanta with Atlanta spelled out. It's on there, or BLK Coffee Co. Coming up soon, we're having our Black Coffee Festival. So it'll be our 3rd annual, and it's always around Juneteenth because that's our anniversary. Shout out to my husband Chris, he's one of the founders of Black Coffee. But please follow us, and Black Coffee Festival is June 14th, 15th, and 16th. It'll be in here in the parking lot in the event space next door, and in the back we'll have classes and music and all sorts of things. We also, on First Fridays, we also have live music and things of that nature. So please follow us, come see us. Thank you to our staff.
Yes.
And we have Bible study too on Wednesday, so come see us.
A lot of the times when you see a coffee shop pop up in the neighborhood, it's a symbol of gentrification.
Yes.
You see a Starbucks, you see all of that.
Yes.
And that can do harm to a community, but a good coffee shop
Yes.
can redefine a community.
Yes.
And I've noticed that here, I've seen a couple of coffee shops, this one included, that's redefining the community, allowing people to feel comfortable in themselves and be in coffee. And being from somewhere like Arkansas, where it's only 3 to 5% black,
Right.
and like Kelly was saying, it's only a few black people in it, when it all comes from black and brown countries, to have a coffee shop that's for the community is really, really, really valuable and life-changing for the community. So keep going.
And lastly, y'all, I want to shout out my Brews and Booze staff, y'all. I love them. And lastly, my handle is at Baristasaurus or at the Baristasaurus. I ain't gonna see.com. See, I'm drunk.
You did a good job.
Okay, thank you. I mean, not fully. I'm like, yeah. I need some. I need a sandwich. So, but we appreciate y'all. This has been fun. Look out for the next one, and I do hope to see all of you at Black Coffee Fest this June. Yana, what can you give them to end this out? What you say? Y'all love that fan music. Y'all love that fan music. All right, turn it up, Give me some more, y'all.
Cowboys and cowgirls,
My main goal, really, I wanted to see more people of color in ownership. That was it. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't know what that looked like. But, Baristasaurus was born from that. So I got out here off of Starbucks transferring us out here in the market. But it's been a blessing ever since.
That's very important because we all have to start somewhere. And my
my mother was keen to like get in a place, learn everything, and then go start your own, right? And expand upon that and actually perfect it. And this is a beautiful thing. I think this is perfection because you don't see coffee shops as something that maybe that was originating from us. You know what I mean? So this is very unique. Like I said, we have nothing like this in Orlando. I really feel like y'all should come
We need
do
to get out there.
something.
We need to get out there.
Break a new market. But as we said earlier, we're the podcast for the Strong Friends, right? I love what you guys are doing here. It is a beautiful, beautiful intersection between Strong Friends, entrepreneurship, community, community building, and good coffee. It was good coffee. This was, like she said, this wasn't your McDonald's coffee booth, okay? This
No
wasn't
shade.
no shade. This wasn't even DD, which is one of my favorites. This is real deal, okay? So let me just ask you a couple quick questions. I'm not gonna hold you long because I could talk all night. Like I'm on my thing right now. Right, I'm hype. Okay, so being a strong friend, how do you balance pouring? Double entendre. So how do you balance pouring into others with making sure that you're pouring into yourself?
That was tough before. So I'll be honest with you, I did not know how to do that prior to 3 years ago. So therapy helped me figure out how to not just be the pourer. So really what I've learned to do is just really about boundaries, but I also recognize that people, they don't necessarily do that stuff on purpose. So what I try to do when you talk about pouring into folks, I pour in the only way I know how, which is making myself available, but also, you know, bringing people along. Like, how do I bring you along and get you to where you need to be? But as far as being poured into, I think groups like you all, you know, we found some infinity groups that we can be a part of. Some of them meet here. I think we told you about that. It's really just trying to figure out how to stay above water and who can help you with that.
So that's about finding your tribe and being very intentional in that.
Look, I'm like, give me the words, because once we all found each other, it's just been magic ever since. I mean, we have what we call the Black Coffee Collective here in Atlanta, and it's comprised of about 60 different coffee shops. And we are one. So we figured out how to, like you said, we found our tribe.
Okay. And so have you ever had a moment where you felt like you needed help, but you didn't know how to ask? Because I in my own personal experience, just dribbling. In my own personal experience, it's harder for me to receive. I'm learning to do that now. I want to be the giver. Most people don't believe that's a sense of pride and ego a little bit, because we want to have that feeling. We want to see people doing well. So have you ever been in a position where you needed help but didn't know how to ask for it?
I have, but being an entrepreneur, you learn really quickly that doesn't work. So, you know, I don't do that anymore. I think that was part of, like we talked about ego, it was part of that prior. But at this point, I'm going to ask anybody and everybody. I recognize you can get farther with more people than, you know, trying to go at it alone.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm done with that. Like, again, therapy is done as well.
Yes, ma'am. I have 2 therapists and group therapy. It's not a joke, okay?
Yeah.
You really need that community. It takes a village. It's a real thing. And my last question for you is, do you feel like people expect you to have it all together because you're not?
Oh my gosh. I don't even know how to answer that. So the answer is yes, times 1,000. And that's something that I pride myself on, is just being authentic. I don't have it all together.
Right.
I'm figuring it out as I go.
Right.
Right. Some things I'm really good at, but one thing about being an entrepreneur that I've figured out, you have to learn how to pivot. And so that whole piece of pivoting means you don't know what's going to be behind. You know, we don't know what the next step is, but you either you move or you, and it's a saying that we've been talking about around here, you evolve or die.
Yes.
Right? So, yeah, so, you know, yeah, there's a lot of times, even today, as a matter of fact, there's just different things that happen, and you have to just figure it out. You have confidence in what you know, and be open to what you don't know.
Yes,
So,
open. That's a beautiful thing. I want to thank you guys for us even being able to participate, for you guys, the owners here, the founders, and starting something like this that we can even come and be a part of. What you're doing here is amazing. We love that. Where can we find you?
So you can find us on any of the social media. Our social media handle is The Barista Source or Barista Source. And I also want to give this one shout out again. We talked about collaboration. I know I've talked about Black Coffee a few times. When I say that I travel the country, my company travels the country helping people open up coffee shops and barista training and workforce development. But when I tell you Black Coffee, the way that we connected, and it was, if small businesses understood the power of collaboration, they would see how far they could get. So I just want to shout them out again. It wasn't about it being one-sided. We all leverage each other's strengths, and that's what I'm wanting our small businesses to see. That's how you get further. But yeah, baristasource.com, www.thebaristasource.com. And again, you can find us anywhere on Black Coffee's pages as well. So thanks for coming, man.
And we're grateful that I struck up a conversation with Mercedes at the event.
Yes.
And I had matcha for the first time. I love it. I love it.
Bring Mercedes
Yes,
over, though.
please, Miss Mercedes,
Really
can
quickly,
come over
please.
right quick?
Yeah.
We just had a conversation about our podcast, and she was interested. She invited us over here, so we made it our business to come. And so thank you for that. We have really been enriched by being here tonight. So thank you guys so much. Keep doing what you do, and this is just the beginning, okay? Yes.
We're gonna figure Orlando out.
We're gonna figure it out.
We'll do a little test run to see who's all interested, and we'll connect with you guys around that.
For sure. Thank you guys again, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. We wish you all the blessings, abundance to chase you down.
Here on location in Atlanta, kicking it off, we're gonna start off with a coffee shop, a small business that's out here, up and coming. They did an amazing event tonight, so I'm gonna have them introduce themselves and tell us a little bit how you guys got started.
Absolutely.
I'm Chris Bolden, one of the co-founders of the Black Coffee Company.
Hi, and I am Shannon Stone Bolden, Chris's wife, and I serve as brand manager of the Black Coffee Company.
How did you guys get started? What made you start this type of business?
Well, we had a passion for the community, and we also had a passion for brotherhood. And so, to be honest, the coffee business chose us.
Oh, nice.
And so we started out as a group where we were pulling our resources. We were inspired by a trip to Motown in Detroit, and we found out Barry Gordy started Motown with an investment from his family. And we decided, why not us? And so Black Coffee was born from Backpack Investments, which was a group that we used to pull our resources and start a business. And on a Zoom call, we saw that 3 out of 5 of our owners had coffee within the Zoom screenshot. And so we decided to research coffee. We found out it's the second most traded commodity on earth, second to oil. And it originates in Ethiopia. So it was our birthright, and we decided to take it back.
Oh, nice, that's good to know. Especially when you're doing research. I'm a coffee lover, so tonight's event was like epic for me. So I enjoyed everything that you guys did. Now, our podcast is based off of Strong Friends, right? We like to give back to the community. We also are those friends, like we told you guys earlier, that people like to dump on us, right? And we don't know, we don't have outlets. So when you guys create your space and your events, where do you feel like the Strong Friends feel safe? Strong Friends feel safe to come to, and do you guys feel like you guys create that safe space, a recharge space for the strong friends that you guys don't know?
Absolutely. So our 3 pillars are community empowerment, entrepreneurship, and financial freedom. So our space is a space for the community. We have a lot of people that come and co-work here. We also have vendors that come in, so we support the community. Entrepreneurs that are trying to start up and start their business, we create a safe space for them to come in and sell their products. So we don't feel like we're in competition with anybody. We feel like as a community, as Black people, we need to uplift each other. We need to create a safe space for people to come in and start that journey of entrepreneurship, to come in and have a cup of coffee with friends and family. So we feel like we are that safe space in the community to come in and really build that bond within each other.
And be unapologetically Black. Sometimes you need to recharge from the people in the office, and you want to be around your folks, hear your music, and feel like you're in your safe space. And so that's what we like to provide.
That is awesome, awesome. Please come check them out. You guys have handles that you guys want to share?
Absolutely. So we are the Black Coffee Company. We have 2 coffee shops in Atlanta, one in the Lakewood Heights area, which we are in right now, and we actually have a new location on Morehouse's campus. So we are Morehouse's official coffee shop now. You'll see us expand into new spaces as well, but please follow us on Instagram at Black Coffee Atlanta, with Atlanta spelled out. Also at BLK Coffee Co. We also have our yearly Black Coffee Festival. So it's coming up. We do it annually on Juneteenth weekend, because that is our Black Coffee anniversary. So it'll be June 14th, 15th, and 16th, and it'll be about community, fellowship, fun. It's fun for the whole family. Vendors who are selling their products, come check us out, hit us up. We'd love to have you come network with us. And again, it'll be a safe space to listen to music, learn a little bit about the industry, and of course, build your financial freedom. So come check us out.
Yes, please come check it out, Juneteenth. Again, that weekend, you guys come out to Atlanta and come support our Black communities, and hopefully give back as well. You know what? We produce and we give back to our communities. We give back in return. So please check them out. Thank you guys for letting us interview you. And hopefully they'll come out to Orlando and open up a shop. Let's do it.